for our main event. Miguel Berchelt and Eleazar Valenzuela. And the tail of the tape is brought to you by Geico. Berchelt has the reach advantage. He has the class advantage. He has the experience advantage. Although Venezuela has been in against top talent. 2016, he was in against Emmanuel Navarrete. TV Azteca Studios. They have become the centerpiece for Mexican boxing the last 2 weeks. And here comes one of the country's superstars.
Yeah, Berchelt is one of those guys where his offense is his defense, and even though he leaves his chin exposed in his process of delivery, he has the height and reach to, basically get back and get out of range. He's explosive and physically strong, and he has above average ring IQ as well. He's a true technician, an aggressive fighter with power.
Del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo, 6 veces defensor del título, pura región 93 de Cancún, Quintana Roo, el pulsante, el agresivo, el mortífero, Miguel Alacrán Berchelt. El referee de este combate es el señor César Castañón. Peleadores, aprieten los puños, porque están en la casa del boxeo.
Manager, suba. Manager, suba a atenderlo ya, por favor. Retire la playera y todo, por favor.
6 successful defenses of his WBC Junior Lightweight World Championship. A reign that's 3 years and 5 months in. And now a non-title fight, Dre, at 135 pounds against an opponent who is what he is. I mean, seemingly overmatched with 13 losses, 3 times been stopped. What's the reality of how Berchelt should be approaching this night?
Berchelt should approach this night like he approaches every other night. Straight ahead with an onslaught of offense and punches with those heavy hands that he has. He should be himself. It doesn't matter if you're facing another top fighter or if you're fighting a stay busy tune-up fight like he is tonight. Be yourself. Do what you've always done.
Last time we saw Berchelt was November 2nd, 2019. That was the knockout against Jason Sosa.
Right out the gate, I already know where I'm going if I'm Berchelt. I'm going down to the body of Valenzuela. If you see what I see, you see that soft body, I'm going to test that out. I'm going to test that out.
So here we go, Miguel Berchelt.
Berchelt's going to hit that body, the arms, the head. He's not picky with his offense. When that engine starts to get revved up, and he is a bit of a slow starter, but once he gets revved up, he's not picky with the type of punches or the placement of his punches. He just lets them go.
I think Berchelt's going to be looking for rounds. I think he's going to coast maybe the first 3-4 rounds, turn it up around 5, and then I don't think it go past 6 rounds. He's going to turn it up.
Probing with that jab.
And in these early rounds, each fighter is trying to look for range. They're adjusting to the speed of one another, trying to find the rhythm to be able to land their shots. One thing I do like is that both fighters are using their jab.
Tried to meet him with a left hand that time as he came forward. Berchelt averages over 7 jab connects per round. His work rate mostly comes with power punches. And Dre, to your point, once he gets the engine revving, once he gets into that rhythm, it is just non-stop with the power punches.
His first couple rounds are similar to Emmanuel Navarrete. Good body shot right there.
That sure was. Did you hear the pop on that left hand?
Yes. He just kind of, prowls with that jab. He's just looking. He's not really trying to land the jab. He really wants to get in position to let those right hands go, the left hook go. And again, just to get the engine revved up. That's exactly how Navarrete starts his first couple rounds. But once he goes, it's hard to pull him back.
See him touch him with that left to the body again. Straight right that came behind the jab. Little by little, you start to shake off some of the rust, and you're going to expose the Miguel Berchelt we're used to seeing. First time back since November 2nd.
Even though Berchelt isn't throwing a whole lot of punches, his presence is there, which can start to drain the opponent.
They rang the bell early instead of the clap, so they're back at it. And Berchelt doesn't have a problem with that.
But I'm just saying that the body language and the presence of Berchelt, even though he's not throwing a lot of punches, that can start to wear the opponent down as well.
There's Berchelt working behind the jab. Goes to the body. And then comes back upstairs with a left hook. Doubled up that left hand and scored the knockdown just before the bell.
5, 6, 7, 8. Camina.
Knockdown scored by Miguel Berchelt. 55% of his power punches in the first round, including doubling up the left hand that scored the knockdown right in the closing seconds of round number 1.
Beautiful triple left hook from Berchelt. 2 to the body, 1 to the head.
Yeah, Berchelt can end this fight if he wants to. He could have ended the fight in the first round if he wanted to. Right now, like I said, he's just carrying him. Look, he hit him with that jab, and he staggered Valenzuela back with the jab.
There's another left hand that goes to the body now. A series of punches straight down the middle. There's a left hook upstairs again. Valenzuela trying to punch between the punches, but this is going to be hopeless. Look at this offensive attack right away by Berchelt.
Berchelt just feeling right now, I don't have time for overtime. I'm getting you up out of there. I'm ready to go home. It's too late.
Snuck a right hand to the body in the mix, too.
You're facing a guy like Miguel Berchelt. Tim, you mentioned about his offense being his defense. That's a real statement. In other words, he's got so much firepower and he throws so many punches. You got to make some decisions. Either you are a master boxer who understands range and distance, or you're willing to fight down and exchange with a guy like that. That's the only way you can beat him. Exchange and catch him in between his shots, or stay on the outside and master the range and outbox him.
One is extremely difficult to pull off. The other one causes a lot of pain. Those two options, Trey, right?
Pain with both options.
That's right. Pain with both options.
Once again, if you got pain either way, you just got to pick, which kind of pain you want. But you can fight Berchelt on the inside, but you better be a master inside fighter as well. You can't come half-stepping with Miguel Berchelt.
This is exactly what you described earlier. Once he revs the engine, he just does not stop with the attack. Dips and throws to the body again. That time it was a right uppercut. Then the left hook, as he has been doing throughout. Thudding shot again with the left hand. And there's that body shot with the left hand. That right flank of Valenzuela is going to be battered and bruised when all is done.
What I like from Berchelt is just the variation of combinations, the way he's doubling down to the body, coming up the top, with, left hooks, right hands, uppercuts. He's switching up his combinations very well.
Sometimes CompuBox numbers don't tell the whole story. Those do. Miguel Berchelt, the power punches, 57 of 94, 16 body shots, 61% of his power punches landed. In that last round where he turned it on, he landed 45 power punches. Round number 3 for the champ against Valenzuela.
Valenzuela got a big old red spot on his stomach. Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you talk about the power punches of Berchelt, Tess, and that's what separates Berchelt from most volume punchers, is that his volume comes with a thud. His volume comes with power. And when you're on the inside and you get hit with a shot like that and they're coming from different angles and you can't see them, it just makes you think twice before you open up.
Yeah, like even the thud of getting hit on the leg right there with that low blow.
Goodness.
You can hear the impact. You can see the effect on Valenzuela.
Hey, one thing we can say is Valenzuela is he's still here and he's still fighting. He's still trying. He's trying to win.
Yeah, he's absolutely willing.
Yeah. He's definitely fighting back.
And that's all you can ask from a guy. Everybody's not going to be, the same level of skill when they fight. Some guys are on the B side, meaning they're not supposed to win. But if they put up an effort, they take shots, they dish it out, that's all you can really ask from a fight.
Oh, low blow right there again from Berchelt.
Left hand is on the belt line.
Man, my man got a big old red spot on his stomach, man. Looking like Jupiter with the red spot on it.
That is the target of that left hand. Now Berchelt goes upstairs. Then he goes right back to it, Timmy. And
yeah.
To your point, Valenzuela
like
stepping
right on the
to
bedline.
Berchelt, willing to throw.
Oh, my goodness.
These body shots. Driving down a series of right hands that time. And now the uppercuts, 3 uppercuts, and then comes back with the left hook upstairs.
This is the kind of offense we were talking about. You can't really predict what Berchelt is going to do. You get uppercuts, you get wide shots, then you get a couple short shots inside. Then he finishes with a big left hook to the body. This is vintage Miguel Berchelt right now.
Sure is vintage Miguel Berchelt, and he raises that chin up in the air. Nobody hasn't been able to take advantage of that when he's throwing those combinations.
That's what you got to go through to get to that chin. That's the problem for most fighters.
Right hand up top, and then a snapping jab. We told you anytime you broadcast a Miguel Berchelt fight, all the superlatives rain down when it comes to the CompuBox numbers. And that is the same tonight. Look at the total punches through 3. 110 landed to 19 for Valenzuela, throwing 249. Berchelt averages 81.1 punches per round. That's number 3 in all of the sport. Chocolatito Gonzalez is at 87.7. Reminder, Alex Saucedo will be in the main event against Sonny Fredrickson Tuesday night, 8 o'clock start time on ESPN. Saucedo himself an all-action fighter. Of course, he fought for the world title against Maurice Hooker. Sonny Fredrickson is a 6-1 contender. That should be a good main event on Tuesday night. Also, the pro debut of Javier Martinez, the 5-time national champion who just signed with Top Rank. 3-punch combination for Berchelt.
Yeah, but I just like the way Berchelt gets that distance on his, his combinations. That's what makes him so dangerous. He knows how to get his distance to extend with those hands and with power too. Look at that. Work by Berchelt. Wow.
2-punch combination, flush headshot
He was buzzed just for a split second and then woke up out of it. Venezuela was.
I think Berchelt's going to have to hit Valenzuela with something he doesn't see, because every shot that he sees, he's taking it well thus far.
He's taking it.
They need to stop this fight. He's taking too much punishment.
He is just
seriously.
absorbing.
He's getting hit way too much.
Tim, you mentioned
every time
the
you
belt
think
line
about
and showing the discoloration from the body shots. Got a good glimpse of it there on that ref cam. There's another left hand Dre to that belt line.
Yeah, Tess, it's tough to say you need to stop it, because every time you would think that it's time to stop it, here comes Valenzuela.
He is game.
Yeah, Valenzuela's swinging, but he eating too much leather. He eating way too much leather.
Round 5 from Mexico City. Minor Sports Center is coming up next. Zuba Mahente and Steve Levy with everything going on. PGA Tour in Connecticut. Great UFC fight night tonight. Recap of our coverage from Mexico City. All coming your way. Sports Center, Zubin and Steve.
Valenzuela is campaigned in between 130 and 140 pounds. Naturally, the bigger man, good body shot from Berchelt. But I think Berchelt is starting to feel that size now. It'll be interesting to see what type of shape Berchelt is in if this fight goes any deeper into this fight. Believe it or not, you can get tired of beating on a man.
Dre, I never get tired of beating on a man. I'll keep beating and beating and beating.
Too much winning, not a good thing. Describe that feeling, Dre.
I never said it happened to me. I'm just saying, generally speaking, it can happen. And that could happen to Berchelt tonight.
Says the guy who never lost.
I understand what you're saying. Just get tired of hitting the man. You're just like, man, everything I throw, I'm hitting him with, but he just keep coming.
Well, especially on paper when this is supposed to be a tune-up fight, a fight just to stay busy, and you've already knocked the opponent down, and he's still there in the 5th round. It can get discouraging.
Oh, beautiful shot right there.
And a head
Chill
snapper.
to the body.
The body's been there all day. 13 losses for Valenzuela. 3 times in the 13 he's been stopped. There's a body shot.
Man. I was just teeing off.
He just targets it under
just
that right
off
elbow like it's heat-seeking. Wraps around that right hand and then snaps him back with the left. And now the right hand's getting in upstairs easily, too.
Yeah, Berchelt just got to put
Valenzuela's making
combinations
Berchelt
together.
earn his
Just get
money
consistent
tonight.
with it.
He really is, Dre, isn't he?
He's just a tough guy coming forward, eating a lot of leather. I'll take that all night.
It's more of the same.
Miguel is not exactly body beautiful, but he's not without his virtue either. He's like the guy in the bar fight. You know, you hit him with a table, he keeps coming. You hit him with a chair, he keeps coming. I think his corner needs to think about stopping the fight. On the other hand, if he can go the distance with Miguel Berchelt, that's all the victory he needs here.
213 punches he's absorbed to this point, and I think it's only a matter of time. I mean, he's just been taking and taking, and Berchelt can flip the switch and be on the offensive whenever he chooses to. Potentially force the corner into a stoppage.
Yeah, he can do that, or he can work on some things. You know, this is a tune-up fight, so work on some things that you've been working on in the gym. Try some new things in there if you got a guy that's willing to take.
The left hook.
It's a perfect opportunity to do that.
And splits the guard.
Listen, Valenzuela is 21-13-4. He's been around the block multiple times. I'm not sure his corner thinks he's taking too much punishment. Good shot right there.
Oh, and it's over. He decided to go up top, do a little head hunting, and he found his prey. Miguel Berchelt gets rid of him in the 6th.
Just accumulation of punches.
Finish my point, Ted.
Took too many shots.
I was going to say, the fight's going to get stopped at the hands of Berchelt, and there you have it.
And those hands just stopped it in the 6th round. WBC Junior Lightweight World Champion.
It's a good stoppage right there by the referee. Berchelt coming in for the kill. Came behind that jab, popped the head up of Valenzuela, followed up with combinations. You know, he's been doing this all night long. You know, this was target practice. You know, he had a great opportunity to just work on some things, you know, clear the cobwebs out from the long layoff and shine. Good job by Berchelt.
Mark, your final thought.
It's always good to see Miguel Berchelt do what he does well, which is attack relentlessly. I thought Valenzuela was game. I am looking forward to seeing Berchelt and Oscar Valdez. It's a grudge match going back to Mexico. But in Berchelt, not the Berchelt you see tonight necessarily, but down the line, you're looking at a guy who has the chance to be great. It's not just volume, it's deadly accuracy.
It really is. 63% of his power punches landed. That's absurd accuracy. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our... On Mexico City tonight, Mexico's world champion easily dismissed Eleazar Valenzuela. Look at the numbers for Miguel Berchelt. 63% of his power punches landed. 201 power punches landed. A 6-round TKO. To make it official, here's Antonio Rosique.
Con honor a los hombres que han subido al cuadrilátero esta noche para encabezar esta función. Porque en el boxeo y en la vida ningún éxito es definitivo y ningún fracaso es permanente. Es el valor de continuar, el espíritu para seguir, lo que verdaderamente cuenta. Eleazar, gracias por tu valentía y por tu aguante. La afición al boxeo te lo reconoce. Te has rifado con un campeón del mundo. Miguel, gracias por el espectáculo y por esta exhibición de técnica depurada. Por algo eres el mejor boxeador del mundo en tu categoría. La Casa del Boxeo anuncia el resultado oficial de esta pelea. El ganador por nocaut técnico, the winner by technical knockout, al minuto y 13 segundos del 6º episodio. Él es el campeón mundial mexicano, Miguel Alacrán Berchelt.
34th knockout of the career of Miguel Berchelt. When you say fan-friendly, that's what it looks like. A guy who goes out every time and just turns it on.